All right, all right, all right, all right. Hey everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know we are meeting each other in the cyber world, and so I'd like to welcome you to Financial Coach for You team meeting. This is the first week of May. This is the month that we're going to just blow right through this. It's kind of hard to believe that almost half of the year is already done. It's over. So I'm Financial Coach Ray. I'm the founder, the CEO of Financial Coach for You. Thanks for taking time out to join us. We meet virtually every single week. So just think, no more driving miles, wasting gas, going to brick and mortar buildings anymore. You're in the comfort of your own home, probably in your house shoes or flip flops. I'm in mine. So let's feel free to use the chat feature on the right of your screen to communicate with other teammates or the panel guests. We have a great lineup for you, so please get ready to take good notes. I hope everyone has their notebook out. Every team meeting, this is our goal to have you walk away with little nuggets that you can implement and immediately put to use. So you can share it with others, share it with your loved ones, your friends, and family. So now I'd like to take time out to introduce our panel. We have on your right, we have Brother Robert. Okay.
Good afternoon, evening, people. How you doing?
All right. Brother Roberts is our newest member on the team, and we're going to hear from him in a little bit. And then we have our senior VP, Ted.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Nice to be here, Ted. Ted is also our number cruncher, and you're going to hear from him in a little bit. And then I'd like to present our marketing director, Terry Frazier. Say hi, Terry.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Okay. And and all the way from Texas, we have Wakil. He is our VP in training.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you guys for being here tonight.
Okay. And then our resource coach, we have Coach Michelle have joined us. How you doing, Michelle? Okay. We cannot hear Coach Michelle. Hopefully you want to log off and log back in, Michelle. Say something, Michelle. All
Can you hear me now?
right, we can hear you. We're just introducing you.
Hi, everybody.
All right, thank you. Okay. So hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties. You know how it is when you're dealing with technology. So I'm going to turn this over to the platform over to Coach Wakil. He is going to open up in prayer and also bring our motivational minutes. So I'll turn it over to you, Coach Wakil.
Thank you, Coach. If everybody bow their heads, dear Father God, we just come to you as humbly as we know how. First and foremost, I'd like to ask that you just send our prayers out to all of our loved ones, those in the hospital, those who are sick. Send prayers out to Uncle right now, dear Father God. I know that you have your angels camped around him and to keep him strong during these times. I ask that you just continue to watch over all of our team members who are traveling tonight. May they have safe traveling mercies, dear Father God. And I ask that we all bring in great information and great news tonight so that we may continue to prosper as a team. Financial Coach for You everywhere. It's in your wonderful and precious name we praise you, we thank you, and we love you. Amen.
Amen.
And for my motivational minute tonight, I kind of picked up on something earlier today. I was just listening to something, and I started thinking about cake. Build your business like a cake. You put layers on top of layers to give your business a full amount with every slice. You put designs and flavors in hopes to attract all who desire your service. But often we forget the ingredients it takes to make a cake, the pots and the pans and the cleanup. After all, everything is done. As a leader, you always hold yourself responsible for everyone. In this business, you can have your cake, but it's good not to eat it all. It's more clients for you to serve. And that's all I have for my motivational minute tonight.
All right. Well, thanks, Wakil. I know next time I'm making a cake, I'll think about all the ingredients that goes into making that cake. and it's kind of comparing it with our business and how we build it. There's a lot that goes into it. It's just not you show up. There's a lot that goes into it. So thank you so much for bringing the motivational minute.
Did Ray's video freeze?
I think it did.
I
She'll be
think
back
so too.
shortly.
She's definitely froze.
Are you there, Ray?
Ray, if you can hear us, you might want to go out and come back in.
We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Michelle, can you hear me? Michelle?
I'm here, Brother Ted.
Okay. Yes, why don't you go ahead with the updates? Apparently she's having a hard time going back on, so let's go ahead and do the updates for now.
Awesome. Okay, so hi everybody. This is Resource Coach Michelle, and it looks like we have our spiritual financial class. The first session starts tomorrow, everybody, over at New Seasons Church. Brother Robert Banks and Sister Ray, Coach Ray will be there, and the class begins between 6 o'clock and it ends at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Like I said, it's the first session, and then we're moving on to it looks like our identity theft workshop is May the 6th down at Southwestern College. We also have an opportunity to start financial literacy classes with Aaron. He's got a 501c3, so it looks like we're going to be pairing up with him, and Coach Ray is going to be doing financial literacy classes with him and his 501c3. May the 23rd, if you don't already know, we're having an open house vendor event, and we're inviting small businesses to come out and set up their business. If you need more information, please contact any one of us here on the team or contact Coach Ray, and we'll give you more information on that. But you might want to hurry up and sign up if you decide you want to bring your business along and set up, because it's May 23rd is coming. It's right around the corner, and it's going to come and go before you know it. So you don't want to miss out on an awesome business opportunity. Another event that we were going to talk about was Sonia's yard sale event over in Oceanside. It was supposed to be for yesterday, but it was canceled. So we went ahead and we do have a rescheduled date, and it's going to be for June the 6th. Again, please sign up. And Sonia's asking if she lives in a large Hispanic community. So if we have any bilingual coaches that speak English and Spanish, she's asking us to please come on out. So, si hablas español y no tienes nada más que hacer, por favor, Estamos pidiendo tu ayuda. So if you understand Spanish, then I'll be waiting for your email to let me know that you're on board. Once again, that's June the 6th, and it's going to be in Oceanside, a really big yard sale event. And moving on to our dream building workshop, that we were really successful when that went down. We had 10 young ladies there. They're teenagers. You're learning the value of money, of how to earn it. They were taught how to write checks, and it looked like towards the end of the actual workshop, they got to build dream board collages at the end. So what that was they got to cut out who they wanted to be when they grew up. So they found a picture of a doctor. They decided to cut out pictures of doctors and put that on their dream board. And it's just to give them an idea, to remind them of the goals that they set for themselves. And when you have your goals in front of you, you know what you're reaching for, and you don't forget. Once you put it out of your face, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. And I don't know, but I like to see when I get closer to my goal, when you could just almost touch it. So praise the Lord for those young women that are learning the value of money in their young life, and hopefully they don't become part of this big growing group that's in debt now, and won't know what to do with themselves. Another successful feedback is we had a women's group in El Cajon this week, and that was very successful. The women were grateful, and it looks like we got 6 or 7 surveys that came out of that event. So it's always good to hear, when people fill out the surveys, because that means that they're reaching out and they want help. So that's what we do. We're here to help them with whatever they need help with, even if it's resources. There's a lot of things out in the community that a lot of people don't know about, and most of it's free. I mean, everybody likes free, a lot of things you have to pay for, but when it's free and it's quality stuff that you can use in your life and pass down to your children or grandchildren, that's always something good. The last thing I wanted to touch base on, team, if you're listening or you're out on the road, or anybody that's here on board, if you haven't already downloaded the Voxer app, you might want to go ahead and do that, so that we can all communicate as a team and everybody can check in, and and if anybody needs feedback, or you have a couple questions regarding how to build your business, and if one coach doesn't have the answer for you, I'm the resource coach, so I just might go out there and try to find the answers for you. And that's always something good to have. So if you don't have the Voxer app, please go ahead and download it. Once you download the Voxer app on your phone, you'll go into your profiles, and it will tell you what your sign-on name is. And then if you could get a hold of Coach Ray and give her that information, she'll be able to add you to the team, to the actual team Voxer. If it's Voxer, and it's the Voxer app, and it's free. It's free to download. So you see the bright orange little cell phone on there, you got the right one. And that's about all I have for today.
All right. Thank you so much, Michelle. I know I had a little technical difficulties over here on my end, but I'm back on, and I'm glad everything kept on going. So thanks a lot. I know we tested out the Voxer, and we have a few of our teammates that's already on Voxer. And I love our motivational minutes in the morning. The prayer that goes out is awesome, and it kept me focused. It always keeps me focused on what I need to get done. So I know now everyone is really eager to find out about our newest member of the team. So now I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Robert Banks. He is ready to get licensed to be a coach. He has a wealth of experience to share. Mr. Robert is also my co-facilitator at the financial spiritual classes that we teach at New Seasons Church. So I want to give him a warm welcome, if he can unmute his mic so everyone can hear him, and turn over to you, Robert.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Fine. Anyway, as you said, my name is Robert, and I'm from San Diego, born and raised here. I've spent, except for military time, I spent most of my life here in California, most of it right here in San Diego. I am retired. One of the things that drew Ray and I together was the fact that she showed me some information that helped me understand how to use my limited fixed income situation, which I call a broke income situation, to where I still find monies to enhance my living. Teaching the class with Ray, it has been a blessing for me to be able to impart this information, vital information, I might add, to people that have a need and maybe don't even know it themselves, the need to have. I bring experience. I've been a photographer, professional since 1980. Have my own business. I am in the process of rekindling it. Due to the downturn of the economy in '07, things have been kind of difficult with the advancement of the digital photography. People have bought their own digital cameras, and Aunt Mary and Uncle Joe got a camera. They do the weddings instead of a professional. Of course, you know you get what you pay for. At any rate, I am jazzed. I'm glad to be here. I'm looking forward to working with everybody and being a part of the team as majorly as I can. And there you have it. As Ray
So when
said,
the
class begins tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. If you got anybody, friends or family, they don't have to be members of our church. Anybody's welcome, and let them know it is free. Doesn't cost anything except an hour and a half of their time. And we really love to have people come.
That's good. That's good. And I know people likes free, Robert. So what do you have to say about with a lot of seniors are joining the team. So what can you tell the young folks that's coming, that's making money and just throwing it wisely? What was the thing that you put in my mind? You said, Ray,
Girl,
what can I
see,
do? What can I do?
if I knew just 20 years ago what I know now, we learned in the last year, I'd be miles ahead of the game. And that's one of the things that I would really impart to them, the information, so that they don't end up at the age of 60 plus having to wonder whether or not they can go back to work or need a part-time job to supplement their income. It's amazing what the workforce out there will do. I'm saying that as gentle as I can, or won't do, I should say. They use the computer as a means to fill out applications, so you may never get to see a human being or even talk to one on the phone. So they can age discriminate against you and not have to deal with you. So all they get is a piece of paper or rather an inlet on a computer, and you're done. You don't even get a chance to sell yourself. So
Right.
yeah.
And then it's hard living on just your fixed income
Oh,
because
hard.
as you can see life gets harder and harder every year, and that fixed income stays fixed.
Well, let me tell you, I
Right.
got a raise this past January. I got I got a pension coming in from the state of California and my Social Security. I got a less than a $3 raise for both of them total. Less than
A
three
three
dollars.
what? Three
$3.
dollars?
$3.
Wow.
That was my cost of living increase for
Oh my goodness.
2015. Our
Wow.
government loves us. They loves the elder.
Well,
Not.
I know I enjoy teaching the class with you. Every time we teach this class, it's like I'm learning something new from you. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and
Yes,
thanks for joining the team, and looking forward to bigger and better things.
yes.
All
I
right. Thanks a
appreciate
lot,
you having me
Robert.
on board. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. You're welcome. So now I'd like to turn it over to our number cruncher. He has some updates to go over as far as our checklist. Ted came up with this checklist, and you know how humble he is. He's like, "No, Ray, you did it." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due," because Ted, he got tired of me asking people. So now, did we go over that last time we spoke, or where we at with this? He's like, "Ray, here's a checklist that you can add to it, and then you know me, I have to add my little bells and whistles to it." So he's gonna go over the checklist. Um, are you ready, Ted? I'll go ahead and share my screen so everyone
Okay,
will see.
sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen so they can actually see your masterpiece and what you came up with.
No, we both came up with it.
See how humble he is? Just so humble. Okay, if you can see my screen, let me know, you guys.
Can everybody see that? Yeah, like what Ray was mentioning, because especially with a lot of our new team members that's coming on board, we just had a hard time just trying to really figure out where they're at as far as on the when we meet with them. And we meet with so many team members that we tend to lose track. So we did create this checklist here. So on the top section, as you can see, it has a breakdown of everything from the date that you joined our team, and it has a little checklist to sign up for your ICE marketing system, date for your when we set up your account and Google number. We've also got a section for your signature block, and make sure your folders are all set on your email. And the next, number 6, we have the printout of your blueprint. And with that blueprint, we want you to watch the webinar, because Ray recorded a webinar that goes along with that. So you just follow the webinar along with the blueprint and go with it through the whole process. And number 8 there, complete the short and long-term goals. Number 9, create the game plan to meet your goals. Number 10, completed list of 25 contacts. So once you're done with all of these things here from 1 through 11, and then we'll go ahead and sit down with you and make sure everything's all set. And one thing about this, now, if any of those 1 through 11 right now, and you feel like, none of them looks familiar, I want you to set a one-on-one with us so we could go over those and make sure your checklist is all up to date. Now,
So
the
they can
next
set that
section
up.
is,
They can set up
as you can see, there's the level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, that's a system that we have at Financial Coach for You. And what we need to do is that every team member needs to go through this whole format, because this is our system. And you need to know the system for you to relate this information to new team members, new teammates, or even people that's filling out the surveys, the level 1. So you need to just go ahead and go through the whole program with that. And then the next column is that it's we have week 1 to week 20. So what we want to do is that we want you to just connect with us each week, and so that way it's your business that you're trying to build, and we're here to help you out with that format. So that's the reason with that week 1 to week 20, we just want to help you and guide you along the way. And if you have any concerns or questions, we can address it at that point. Now, at the bottom section there is the licensing section. So if you're a new team member that's interested in getting licensed, we have a little checklist also too on that there. We have the section line 25, 32 hours. When did you start your 32-hour class? And the date you completed the exam, when you take an exam, and so forth. So there's a list of all the things that we just go through as far as with the licensing. Now, if you are licensed, though, we do have a checklist also too for that, because we need to make sure that you get contracted with the various companies that we work with also, with like LSW, F&G, Anaco, Transamerica, Surety, and all the others out there. And of course, make sure that you do have the code for all the different type of IMOs that we work with. Like one of the major ones that we work with is FEG. So we need an FEG code as well on that, especially if you're going to be, once you become licensed. So that's a checklist that we do have in place now, and we're going to have this on all our team members' file. So again, if none of these looks familiar with you, please, set a one-on-one, schedule a one-on-one, check the schedule so we could go over your checklist and make sure everything is up to date. That is it.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, and then also on this checklist, this is where you get to build your team. So this column right here, you add the people that come on board, your team. You keep track of them and where they're at as well. There is a little space right here for you to put down your team name, because we believe in you being setting up your own financial coach for you email, setting up your own financial coach for you team, I should say. What's your name? I know what Phil's team is Intelligence Mind. That's the name of his team in Texas. So think about what your name of your team is going to be. You can't be on a team by yourself now, so you got to have a bunch of teammates. So bring them in, bring them in. All right, thanks a lot, Ted.
Oh, no problem at all.
And I still want to give credit where credit is due. You're the bomb. Okay, so we're going to stop the prayer. All right, so now I want to turn this over to our fabulous marketing director, Terry. And I just get so jazzed up talking to him. He has a wealth of knowledge. And I know he's so humble himself. He's like, Ray, I'm not the expert. But to me, you are. Because if I don't know something, I know I can always count on you because you have the answers. Right? Because I know during my busy schedule, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really don't have time to really read about this. I know Terry knows. So Terry, I'm going to turn this platform over to you and share with us what you got in mind and what your goals are, what your role is here as the marketing director for Financial Coach for You.
Okay, well, thank you, Ray. That was, a really wonderful introduction. I am humbled. Yeah, you're right. I don't always consider myself an expert. I just, work it out and learn as I go. But I guess that, that's what experts do, right?
Right.
Yeah, the goal here, especially, as, collaborating with you with Financial Coach for You, the goal here is just really to help people succeed in building their own coaching business, and then get rid of the hassle involved. A lot of people are kind of leading away from the old way of doing things. Don't get me wrong, the old way is still great. Never stop doing that. But people are more plugged into social media and the internet now. So and more businesses are going that route too. So if you're plugged in, you can take a lot of advantage of that and also see a lot of productivity that route too. Plus, a lot of you can also just build your own leads instead of doing what a lot of agents out there do, which they go and buy leads. A lot of times those leads are shared with other people, but yet they're still paying $25, $35 per lead. And if you have the right system set up, you could do the exact same thing. So that's what the basic thing about having your own marketing system going instead of just a replicated site and leading people to the survey. I mean, that's awesome. But if you could attract more people to lead to that and then have a system basically automated for you with follow-up emails and, email campaigns and, maybe they do a credit repair with you. Well, you want them to you want to have repeat business, so you follow up with them with more emails throughout the month, throughout the year, and you get that repeat business. You get those referrals, and that's without having to make 100 calls or making 10 visits and showing up to houses where people happen not to be there or something. So it just keeps you it helps you avoid all of those hassles, if that makes sense.
Right. So you talked about the newsletter. Tell us a little bit about the newsletter.
Oh, the newsletter. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up because it's one of the things that, yes, here it is. Can I do a quick screen share?
Sure, sure.
Okay. I'll just show you. This is something that that just help. It just makes things a lot more easier for Ray. This is just one of the things that I'm sharing that we can do. I know we don't have time to share everything, but I can share this. So let me get to it real fast. Okay. Let me know if you can see the screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see it, so you can see the newsletter.
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay, yeah. So this is just something that anyone can do. You can create your own newsletters for any prospects. You can create opt-in pages. Anything to attract people's attention. You can create even job forms or anything you want with these pages. This one specifically, I created. This is instead of Ray sending emails out and CCing people or CCing people. Only thing she has to do is just send out one email, remind people about the webinars, keep people in the loop of what's going on in the company to help them build their business, tips, training, and there's tons of stuff we can share through these email campaigns, and to keep people plugged in. Whatever information Ted has, he can just plug it right into the newsletter. So, this is just one of the things that help simplify business and make things run a lot more smoothly. And it also gives you a more professional look. So if you have an email campaign going out, because built in with this, you have an autoresponder too. So, you have an email campaign coming out, you can personalize it. So instead of it saying, team, check this out, or hey, everybody, you can, say, Ted or Kill, check this out, or, and personalize that email. We get them all the time, every time we opt into things. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with those email campaigns that they get from businesses. So it's basically the same thing. So now Ray has the power and ability to do the same thing. And just to give you, go ahead.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing because we have folks on the chat asking if this is San Diego, downtown San Diego. And I was just responding, letting them know that this is the same background we have on our business cards. So that looks really, really, really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you can put any background you want. I just want to give you an idea of some of the things you can do. And I like to play around with them a lot, so I make a lot of pages, and and then if you have, and Ray's intern Lenora did an awesome job showing how the drag and drop website builder works. So you can literally build your own website,
Yeah.
but with a blog site or website, and then you have these landing pages that are there to capture people's attention or capture their information. You see. And so you get, like this one was, I got a lot of, well, that's my Team Vision newsletter, no wonder. Or like this one right here, real 80K income proof. So, this is just one example of something you can do. This is just one I put together real quick. Mother in danger of eviction earns over 80K. And so, you can put, you can create your own video, something compelling. Maybe you want to promote an IUL. So you have in the video that talks about the importance. You can do it yourself. You can have something recorded, but you place that in your campaign or your landing page, and you have your own title. You can customize this the way you want to. People see it real short and say, yeah, I want to get started, and they click on it, and you see right there, they're already being led to my opt-in page. So take the 90-day challenge, enter their name and email, and now that captures their information. And all marketers know that your money's in the list. Every time, Primerica, even WFG, even FEG, they're constantly doing blogs and articles and press releases. And that's how a lot of lead companies generate those leads and sell them back to you. They do all the things with these systems that you have the ability to do now and generate your own leads. And you can even sell them yourself. So, these are things that you can do with these systems.
All right. So are you going to send out the link to the team to have them go ahead and sign up for the newsletter?
Newsletter, yes, sure will.
Okay. All right.
I'm posting that in the chat box. And just to let you know, a lot of companies like they'll give a replicated website and they'll charge you $25 a month for that replicated website. They'll charge you $100 to join the company. You don't know why. But with
Sharon, Terry.
can you see that? Oh,
I'm seeing myself in myself.
okay. Let me stop the share. Sorry.
That's okay.
So a lot of companies, a lot of financial companies are charging $100 just to join them. Not even to take your test and stuff. They're charging $25 a month to have a replicated website. Replicated websites are good. Problem is you can't brand yourself above the company. That's what you always want to do, because when you can brand yourself as the go-to person for financial services, then it just gives you an edge. So and that's what you want, and that's what you can do with all of these tools. And we pay $25 a month for these tools, and I just kind of skimmed the surface of what we have.
Right, because we have a brand new young lady, Nadia. Nadia has her own business. She calls herself the Water Girl, and she markets the Kangen machines. And I know when she got a hold of Terry, and Terry explained to her the power that we had here with IC and Ingreso Cybernetico, she got really excited. She said, "Hey, I'm on it." She was looking for a marketing system to market her business. At the same time, she's like, "Ray, what do you do with the finance?" Hey, it's all work hand in hand, health and wealth. So here we have a wonderful collaboration. She caught the vision right from the start. So you'll get a chance to meet Nadia in the future. But we're working on getting her on board as well.
Oh, I know that we have a very limited amount of time. I just wanted to show one thing real fast, just to give a quick idea of what. Like I said, this is just one of the things, because we don't have time to go over all of the products and tools that you have access to just by having the marketing system. But this is just a really good one. It's the same thing, but I'm just going to show you exactly what you can get real fast.
Right, because you said you're going to bring us a little piece at a time every time we meet. So just
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so here it goes. So if you see, we have 93 templates. So that and if I click on that all these templates right here, that newsletter I just made for the team, for the company, so that Ray can just communicate a lot more easier with everyone, with all of us. Let me see which template I used for that one. I actually used this template right here. So if you notice, it just has like a wooden background, but you can change the background. You can take this away, put your own logo, maybe your own picture. If you want to put a picture of you to let people know, hey, I want, this is who you're doing business with. You can do that. You can change. And if you notice, I just click it and then rewrite. So you have all of that at your disposal. You can set your SEO, title, description, keywords. I mean, that just helps people find you. If you're getting that out there in the online atmosphere. Autoresponder service. You don't need one good thing about this. You don't need Aweber get response to MailChimp. Huh?
I think you're sounding very jumbled up right now.
Okay, how do I sound now?
Yeah, connection is really bad.
Is it?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Magic Responder, you have that automatically. So Aweber, Get Response, you don't need it. So we're not paying 50, 100, $200 a month to be able to do the same thing all of these other big companies and marketers are doing. We're paying $25 a month, and we get all of this stuff. And you can build lists of thousands if you want to. And if and at the and as we send out the newsletter, for those who are taking advantage of the marketing system, I'm always going to be providing ways of taking advantage of it through short blogging once a week, article writing, stuff like that, just to get people to know who you are, what you do, and get those customers or prospective business partners that you want.
All right. Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so if I need the screen back. There you go. Perfect. So now we're going to open up for questions and answers. If you have any questions, now is the time to do it. And so before we go there, I want to end in a word of prayer. So if Coach Wakil can end the session, and then we'll open it up for question and answers.
Okay, if we all bow our heads. Dear Father, we just thank you for tonight. Thank you for all the wonderful people we have on board. Thank you for our panelists. Thank you for all our teammates who joined in to take wonderful notes in hopes that we all continue to move forward and just thrive and bring things to the table, new and revised. It doesn't matter, dear Father God. We just thank you that we have an opportunity with all this technology today to keep in contact with each other. I ask that you continue to watch over our family members, loved ones, and sick ones, dear Father. Continue to watch out for Ted next week as he takes his trip. May he land safely and come back safely. And we just thank you for giving us the day that you give us. It's just your loving and grace and your mercy. We love you and we thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. And if anyone out there on the World Wide Web want to get in contact with us, want to be part of this awesome team, you may do so. Contact us at www.financialcoach4u.net, and we're able to connect with you and see if we're fit for you or you're fit for us. So thank you, everyone, and good night.